There's 88. That's what I'm looking for. What's up, peeps? Sorry it's shaky because I don't have my tripod. Well, I do, but I was running, dude. Trying to catch a car before they got in the fence. Hi, baseball. How's it going? Thanks for jumping in. Sorry. I just saw a car 88 pull in. I was wondering if Caleb Healy is still in it. He was driving it today. Or if he's off.
Okay, did you need to talk to him or?
I want to know the training officer he was with, or I can speak to him directly. I've had numerous complaints about him today, and I just want to bring him to his attention. I know he's in training, so I just want to make sure that he's aware.
Okay, what's your name?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, good, have a seat.
Thank you. What's up, you guys? Yeah, I ran into car 88 twice today. And I know the driver is a new, sorry, I'm kind of panting because I was running. But I know the driver is new, but I caught him myself in a policy violation. He was speeding, and he has a training officer with him. And then I got a couple other tips on them today. So I'm not trying to make a formal complaint or anything. Like I said, he's in training, but he does need to know what, you're not gonna be able to fix what's wrong if you don't know what you did, so. Call of Duty, my day has been really good, actually. Randall, I have 2 cameras on. You just never know. I mean, if he's off the clock, I can just do a written complaint or something like that. I don't really want to do a formal complaint. I just want to make sure that he's aware, and I want to know who the training officer is. Oh, they're probably not back.
Hi.
Hi. If he's off the clock, or, you know, like, I'm not gonna wait around, like, it's not that big of a deal.
To get the person up here, it's not a big deal.
Okay, cool. I don't want to make him stay late on
No, you're good.
Saturday.
You're good.
Thank you. Randall, do you do this often? I mean, more often than I have in the past. Izzo, she's probably behind the mirror lying to you. I'm not going to assume that. I'm going to assume she's telling the truth. Till, you know, the records window. Here's what's really weird about records. You can't online anymore. You used to be able to. Looks like you can still email though, so that's good. Baseball, need a car for an edit? Do you mean video edits? I do need help with that. Marion Police Department. Marion Police Department is a metro leader among area law enforcement agencies by growing with excellence through an emphasis on employee development and strategic, collaborative partnerships with their community, other city departments, and other law enforcement agencies. Mission. The mission of the Marion Police Department is to effectively use resources to respond, investigate, and prevent crime in order to enhance the quality of life and strengthen economic prosperity for our community. Hi, Claire. I haven't talked to you in a while. Randall, am I being an auditor? I'm just really a concerned citizen. Izzo, you wish this was in your town? I don't know if you wish these issues were in your town, but I encourage you to do the same thing. I'm just reading. Walmart bag. What is this about? If you're new to my channel, I've been working with the Marion Police Department for a couple of years now. I've lived here for 20 years, and I just noticed some issues recently. They're not wanting to work with me very well, but I don't know. Like I said, I go into every interaction like it's going to be a new day. Everybody has the potential to change. I wouldn't do this if I thought that it was like a waste of time. Like, if I had no hope, I wouldn't even waste my time. But they used to have a water fountain over here somewhere. It's gone now. Police are dirty in the whole South Shore of Massachusetts. That's unfortunate. Thing is, I mean, somebody has to talk to him about it. If you don't talk to him about it, there's no change. That sounds like a horrible mission statement. Police shouldn't work for banks and businesses. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. Like, the Marion Police Department does private security. They get paid for it for our local grocery store, Hy-Vee. And they also complain that, like, they're short-staffed on the streets all the time. And, like, that's something that personally bothers me. Why can't Hy-Vee hire private security, you know, like another business? Like, the public shouldn't be short-staffed, you know? Hy-Vee should be, they have the funds to hire somebody else. But again, you know, sometimes the communication isn't good. Like, if the Marion Police Department, the city of Marion would, like, work with me and be willing to explain the way some things happen, which, you know, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. They claim that they, you know, encourage transparency. Like, there might be reasonable explanations for certain things, but I don't know. They kind of make it seem like we don't have the right to ask or no, but, like, we do. I mean, we pay for this service. It's a service for us. Unmarked just pulled up. I think they're probably shift changing. BCNN all day. I am no longer a BCNN affiliate. Wish them the best, but we just are kind of on different missions. I go under the name Base Sim. I do more than just filming the police. I started this because I was helping the public, like people that had fallen into mostly like simple misdemeanors and things like that don't know how to handle their court case. So I would help that, not for money, just as like a public service. That was my passion. And then that kind of led me to understanding like that there's a lot of wrong things going on because I was seeing so many cases. And then, you know, I honestly thought the best in the Marion Police Department. I tried to address it with them like really professionally, but they just wouldn't. All police officers can work off the clock as security, paid by the location. See, and I wonder that sometimes, like, is this an extra thing that they're picking up on the side? And maybe that is the case, you know? But at the same time, should we allow them to pick those jobs up on the side if we don't, if we admit as a city that we don't have enough employees for the streets? Like, I don't know. I just feel like public safety should always be more important than protecting a private business. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, a lot of people don't know that the police departments do work mostly for private businesses. The crazy things, it's the town with no mayors, and the police have their own rules and laws. I've never heard of a town without a mayor. I mean, I'm sure it's a thing, but. Hi, Walter. Claire, yeah, Kitzmiller's still in charge. I actually saw him the other day and he waved at me. And I didn't even wave first. However, he was at like a public event. Like, I don't know. I always by default see the best in people. And so like, I was like, oh, maybe we're turning a new leaf. But the thing is, he was in front of he was doing a public event, you know what I mean? And so it's like, was he really just waving just so he could look good in front of everybody else? Again, I hope that's not the case. Like, I hope it was genuine, but like, I'm also gonna, you know, these people have been really mean to me and they've retaliated against me and they've made my life pretty difficult. So, you know, it's past the point of just giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like, they're gonna have to earn their respect back. I mean, I'm open to earning the respect back, but grocery store theft and robbery and crime happen all the time. Having an officer where crime is high only makes sense. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I respect your opinion, Randall, but in my opinion, that's, I mean, that's part of being a business owner. If you're going to run a store, you know that that's going to be an issue. There are things that you can do. I mean, Hy-Vee is the grocery store. It's loaded with cameras. You guys can hire an employee to sit up there and watch people stealing. I believe Walmart has like a room where if they catch somebody stealing, they put you under citizen's arrest and call the police. I just don't think that that is a just reason to compromise public safety. Claire, there is no turning a new leaf for Kitzmiller, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I mean, yeah. To be honest with you, that's how I feel. I like I said, I'll always keep a glimmer of hope. Like, I have a strong faith, and I believe that God can soften all hearts. But yeah, that one. Yeah, it's yeah. Another unmarked pulling up. The grocery stores did something like hire off-duty officers to help out. Randall, how do you know that they're off-duty? I'm genuinely curious because they're wearing their police uniform, which, you know, like, again, this is a topic that I asked the Marion Police Department about. I did actually get some information, but I am genuinely curious. We need public-funded grocery stores, so much taxes to keep us hungry and not full. Exactly, take the public uniform off if working private. Yeah, like, and I agree. And that's the other thing too. When they are working privately, I've found that they won't necessarily disclose this, but like they will shrug off, you know, a citizen that comes up and like needs help. They'll be like, oh, you got to call dispatch, or oh, you got to do this, which I don't know. I don't feel like that's right. If you're wearing the city's uniform and a citizen comes up to you and you are not doing anything, because, you know, the thing is, when I see them at Hy-Vee, they're sitting there talking. Like, I have video of it. This has been going on for years. They're just sitting there chatting with the employees. And so it's like, how much are they getting paid? And again, you know, maybe it's something that we take up. I don't know. I think it's between the city and Hy-Vee. Like, hey, Howard, I appreciate you jumping on. You're at the state fair. I hope that goes well. Oh, I hear people. I don't know if they're coming out. You guys, I drink like a gallon of water a day, and I am so thirsty right now. I can only go like 10 minutes without drinking water. Even if they aren't off duty, they're still dealing with crime, are they not? If they are at a store talking, that's them being in the community, being visible. If there is a crime, they have radios. I mean, you're right. Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How can I help you?
I was looking for either Caleb or I'm hoping to find out the training officer. I can do a FOIA that was working with him today.
Miss Officer Spencer Hartman. Yeah.
Oh, it's Hartman?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a huge deal. I know that Caleb's in training, so I'm not trying to be a pain, but I've gotten multiple complaints about him from numerous citizens.
Who would complain to you about it?
I
That
mean,
doesn't make sense to me.
okay,
You know
well,
what I mean? You know what I mean?
well, I'm not going to answer your questions. I'm here to do you a favor because I caught your employees. I personally witnessed one, and the other person was in my vehicle, and then I have video from another one. So if you don't want to hear the complaints, are you a sergeant or a lieutenant? Okay. I just feel like as a sergeant, you'd want to hear the complaints. I'm not trying to do anything
no,
formal.
I'm
I mean, I
not.
can go to city council and make a big deal, but here's the thing. The kids knew, right? And so I'm trying to be cool with you guys. I know you guys know who I am. You guys do. And if you haven't, you're kind of negligent because I made numerous complaints. So let's just understand that we know each other.
Okay.
I was behind him from, I'm not very good with roads, 10th Street and 8th Avenue, which was by that old road ranger, all the way to Linmar High School. He's with a training officer, and they're going 10 to 12 miles over the speed limit. no lights on, and that's dangerous. We've seen multiple issues around the country where officers are speeding. It's against policy 215 to be breaking the law on a patrol vehicle.
Okay.
It is. It's 215. So
15 and,
in your code of conduct, I actually have it in my car if you need it. So it's policy violation to be speeding. And here's the thing, it's not a big deal. Like, it's probably, he's new, he's got a lot going on.
Okay.
All I'm saying is just tell him so he doesn't keep doing it. The other thing is I got a video of the car 88, again, today, sitting at a store, and the laptop's open. The screensaver is not on yet, and there's personal information on the screen, and I have video of it. Again,
can I see the video?
I'm not going to go off live right now, and I need to get approval from the person that sent it. I already asked. I will send it.
Okay.
I will send it.
If
I'm-
it's not, and it's the information or stuff like that,
Well-
most of our screens don't have it on there. But yeah, I mean, if there's something that's displaying it, that's fine. I'm a little curious why we're going about making a point of trying to find that information. I mean, what is this? What's the end game here?
So I don't want to be gaslit into saying that, I'm the problem or that my citizen is the
No,
problem. I want to tell you, but you're interrupting me, okay? Again, I'm coming in here, I've been a citizen for 20 years. I've never complained about you guys except for the past, formally, to city council about 8 months. Before that, I was very kind and generous for about 2 years. I'm coming in as a concerned citizen. Like, you guys are employed to assist me, whether you guys like me or not. You are, and everybody else, and everybody else, okay?
Right.
Like, we need to have a working, good relationship. I have no trust in you guys because when you guys don't follow the small policy things, I can't, how can I trust you if I have something big? I don't trust you guys. Like, and clearly, I mean, it says in your policy, like, this is what's gonna happen. My point is, here's what I'd recommend, and you guys are running the show here, so you don't have to take my advice, but I am a citizen. You guys are relying on these screensavers, but they take some time to come on. If I were running the show, I would tell my employees, just shut the laptop before you get out. Just shut the laptop. And you can't get mad at a citizen for looking into the information. Your citizens wouldn't spend time looking for violations had we not had huge, huge trust issues with Marion Police Department. And I think that you know that that is a thing.
No, I don't.
Okay. Can you forward this on to Spencer Hartman, or can I get his email address so I can just let him know?
I'll address the issue with them both specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, this is recorded. I don't mean any ill will. Like, I wish the best. Caleb, like, I've fully researched the kid. I've ran into him a couple times. Like, I saw what happened with Kylie, and she wasn't trained properly. There's videos. And she doesn't work here anymore. And you don't have to agree. That's fine. But don't do the same thing with Caleb. That's why I'm complaining, because I want to see change. Like, and I feel like you seem really annoyed by me. And like, that's the thing. I'm coming out of my way to tell you what would you rather have him, God forbid, be speeding and hit a citizen or a child and then find out that way? Okay. I'm not out there all the time. I was out for 30 minutes today, and this is what I caught, and then it's like.
Well, see, what it is to me is there is a objective that you have, or whomever is doing this. The first question I have is, in what scenario, why all of a sudden are you a person that people complain to, right? That doesn't make sense to me. Now, council complaining to the chief or complaining to, that makes sense. But you, as a citizen who lives here, then that's fine. It just strikes me as unusual.
I appreciate the question.
That you have become a focal point or a sounding board for complaints.
I appreciate the question, and I can't speak for the people. However, I have founded a nonprofit solely based on things that the Marion Police Department did. Literally, that's what inspired me.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been here for a long time, so I've always kind of been like the mother to my peers. And so when people are having a hard time and you guys haven't served them, they've contacted me as a friend. And for a long time, that's all it was a friend. But then when I went to go make formal complaints and you guys ignored me, my first speech to the city council was, I want to meet with you guys in private. I want to tell you what I found. And I wanted to partner with the city is what I wanted. I wanted them to
Me or the city?
the city or whoever. I just said whoever, I was giving it to the mayor because the cops weren't helping me.
Right.
So it's clear.
And let me explain one thing, and I apologize for interrupting.
No, it's
I just didn't want to lose this train of thought. Now, you kind of stated here that my vibe is that I'm annoyed by this, and that's not entirely accurate. What I get, I'm not sure how the best way to describe it, but I am very skeptical of individuals who try to go out of their way to find whenever we do something wrong or step out of line or whatever. And that's fine. I mean, that's what democracy is about and the society that we have. But there are also moments where I'm not so sure that there's good intentions in those. And so I'm very discerning when I hear these things.
fair.
And so it's everything you say is making sense to me. I just have, and this maybe comes with doing this for 25 years, of having such a skeptical eye
Sure.
about what I'm hearing, about the information I'm hearing in terms of that. So that's probably the vibe I'm giving you here. And that's why I asked that question, is why are you
Yeah, and that's
the
fair.
information? So but I just kind of wanted to explain that part of it. But yes, I will speak to both of the officers regarding your concerns. And Officer Hartman explained to me that somebody came up taking a picture of something of the computer at the car. I find that's somebody looking for something, looking for a problem.
With all due respect, can I
Yeah.
say something?
Sure.
What do you do as an officer? Do you proactively look for issues?
That's my
Okay.
job.
And you get paid to do that, correct?
Right.
So if we're doing this as a volunteer service, what do you think that the motive
What
would be?
service are you providing?
Why is it that you
What
you
service are you
why
providing?
is it that if you've
What
never,
service are you providing?
you know, you are continuously combative on camera. And this is the first time that you and I have directly had an interaction.
Sure.
And this is the first way that you're treating me. Why is your assumption that I am out to cause harm? Like why would you have you seen my city council speeches by
No,
chance?
I have no
So
idea.
if you
I don't really know you.
So here's the thing. Here's my other concern. I've had serious complaints with city council, and officers have been there. Mike Kitzmiller has been there, and he hasn't communicated my complaints to you guys. Like, isn't that alone weird? Like, you guys don't take citizen
hold on.
complaints seriously?
That's not my rule.
Or what would you do in my shoes? What would you do if you were me?
I guess I'm not truly understanding what would I do about what?
About corruption, misconduct happening in the police department that's being ignored even though you make formal complaints. Like, I can't, like, personally, I can't
I'm
even
aware
call
of
the
any
police.
corruption or that's
Okay.
going on.
So as an officer, and it does say this in your code of conduct, now you do, and it is your responsibility to
What
hold.
corruption is going on?
Okay.
Now, if we-
Here's the
talking
thing.
about
I don't
speeding,
have all day.
neither
Okay.
do I.
It's all good. We're not going anywhere. I appreciate your time. Yeah, I will. If you, it is within your policy that I'm telling you right now I have an issue. I'm telling you I've made complaints to the city council. I would say that as an officer, you should go review those, or you should ask Mike Kitzmiller, who is there, or your mayor, or somebody what's going on. If you don't want to, that's fine, but it is in your policy that if you're aware that something is going on, that you're supposed to investigate it.
Okay.
So,
What you made me aware of today was a possible speeding violation and a possible release of privacy,
Right.
of information on the computer.
right.
Those are the two things that I'm aware of today. I'm unaware of any other issue.
Okay, so let's just focus on those two. I still, my question still begs, wouldn't you rather know, like I came out of here, out of my way to come tell you, wouldn't you rather know so that way you can hopefully prevent something instead of having it come to a point where information is taken and then there's a lawsuit, or someone is speeding and gets hurt and there's a lawsuit? Like, wouldn't you rather know ahead of time? Like, I guess that doesn't, so what's the big deal of just talking to Caleb and Spencer and being like,
Not a big
hey,
deal. What
okay.
I feel though is we're trying to go out of somebody, whoever it is, whether it's you or your friend or whatever the case is, we're targeting officers. Yes, that's.
I was on the road driving with the reason I didn't stop and film them, by the way, is because I had my children with me. Otherwise, I would have. This is a First Amendment protected activity,
No, absolutely.
and I did not go out of my way. I was driving, doing my normal travel, which I'm allowed to do, and I saw it. I had a colleague who pulled up somewhere and happened to see it. Nobody's going out of their way. Like, we actually have lives, believe it or not. Like, it doesn't look like we do. I wouldn't do, I mean, why would I quit my full-time job because of how serious this is. So I'm not joking, like this is not, I'm not making money off YouTube. I'm not making money off of my social media presence. This is literally because I live here and I'm extremely concerned by what I'm seeing. Like, for example, domestic violence calls, as you know, those are probably the most dangerous calls that you go on.
Sure,
Yeah. So I have nine violations where they were handled incorrectly and there were children involved. Nobody wants to hear about it. Like, to me, that's an officer safety issue. How is it not?
How would you?
When they want to sit down and talk to me about it, I will. I have it all because it's. But it's like that's the thing. I'm bringing you guys complaints because I am knowledgeable about how things should be done, and you guys don't value my opinion. So whose opinion would you value as a citizen? There's 41,000 citizens here. If you don't care about mine, whose do you care about? Like, you should care about my opinion, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's why people don't trust you guys.
Okay.
Because I don't, yeah.
I know lots of people that trust us. So.
Well, and that is true. You know, it's not everybody. There are. But that's the thing. I used to trust you guys. I did.
Know that there are a lot of people that target us. I'm not saying that's what you're doing.
Oh, I get targeted too.
Okay. Well,
by you guys.
So okay,
and I get
going down that road.
Because you just shrug it off like it doesn't happen. That's so.
No, that's. I don't think we're
no, we're not. We're not.
Here,
we're not.
So, I will
we're
talk
not.
to those officers about those concerns.
Appreciate it.
I'll share it with my lieutenant as well as who will then share it with the administration that you were here and had these concerns. And we'll
appreciate it. And I assume that you're also aware that if I am retaliated against for my First Amendment right, which is expressing my grievances, that is conspiracy.
Nobody's going to
okay.
retaliate against you.
Well, it's happened before. I approve of it. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you're going to. I'm just letting you know. I mean, you would do the same thing. Like, you would do the same thing. You would tell somebody if they were breaking a law. I mean, and I actually have to tell you on camera, by the way. So, I mean, for my own documentation purposes. Okay. I'm sure your camera's on, or maybe it's not. So you're documenting it. I am too. Why is it that big of a deal if I'm documenting it and you are? Like, why?
I have no problem with you documenting it.
Okay.
I don't
Well, that's
care
good.
your camera at all.
That's good. All right. Well, Hancock's, I don't know. I don't, you do. I mean, every time I see you, you're very frustrated. And I don't, on camera, like I said, this is the first time I've had an interaction with you, but you know, here's the other thing. I think that you're probably rolling your eyes because you're thinking of BCNN, you're thinking of Dustin. I'm a completely different person than that. Okay. I actually live here. I don't have 10,000 followers. Like, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
So I'm coming to you as a woman, as a mother, as a citizen, and I'm saying, I don't feel safe by your police department. Will you please help me out? That's it. It's like, you guys ticket people for speeding all the time. I'm not even asking for a formal complaint or anything like that. All I'm doing is just saying, hey, have a private conversation with him, just so he knows. I don't think Spencer wants to, or I don't think that Caleb wants to fail. He seems pretty encouraged and wants to do the right thing.
Yeah, hopefully,
yeah.
Okay.
All right, have a good one. Yeah, you guys, it's sad. Like, it's just disheartening. But, like, that's the thing. I mean, he has had attitude right off the bat. And it's like, why? Like, why? Why does he have such an attitude with me? It's insane. I'm going to get in here and I'm going to catch up on your guys' comments. Here's this, it's like they just act like I'm just insane for it. I don't know, dude. It's so sad, dude. Here's where you can do it at Kids Exchange. I wouldn't recommend it, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna catch up on comments, you guys. Man, he's mean. It's like, I'm a brand new person. Be nice to me. I'm still on live, by the way. I'm gonna catch up with comments. He was mean.
You already can't cancel the live?
No, I'm still reading comments right now. I'm live as we speak. Adult attention deficit disorder is common with cops, as is arrogance. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, they just purposely try to get you off track. Like, he wasn't actively listening. Like, he kept interrupting me. He was not there to listen to my complaint at all. And, you know, it just goes to prove exactly what happens. Most of the public is afraid of police and retaliation. That is why Bailey speaks for them. Ask the cop if he's ever lied on the police report. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I'm already being retaliated against. He says I'm not, but I have clear documentation of it, so I'm just like, whatever. I might as well just keep going. Toby, he looks confused. Yeah, he's good at that. You said you were there to complain, and it seems he is being a bit combative. It's like, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm there to, like, I mean, I walked in the police station. It's like, I'm not trying to be rude, but why is he combative with me? What if that officer got injured or worse for speeding after you informed him of the officer speeding? Exactly. Like, he's a new cop. And then the way he pulls the victim card and he's like, oh, well, I know that people target us. It's like, yeah, buddy, but you also have handcuffs, you also have a gun, and you also have a taser. So if you're targeted, I feel like you also have 5 to 6 different people that you can have pull up and help you out. Randall, honest question, what were you hoping to accomplish in this interaction? Honestly, documentation, because this has been going on for a long time. I want it to resolve, like, in person, you know what I mean? But realistically, I'm losing hope on that. Like, it's ultimately probably going to come to a lawsuit, and the retaliation against me is getting worse and worse. And if something horrible happens, I want to make sure everything's documented. Like, did I think that he was going to take me seriously or be nice? No, like I said in the beginning of the live, I'm hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. And, you know, he showed me, like, if anything, this shows the Marion Police Department in their true colors. This is how they always act. If he would treat me like that in the police station, how do you think that he's going to treat a citizen who has a domestic violence call, for example, or a woman who is crying because she just got robbed? Like, do you think he's going to come to her with empathy? Like, I wouldn't want him to show up to my scene if I was having a serious issue. All right, peeps, appreciate you hopping on. It's going to end this one. I am out.